Face centered. 0 seconds. Face centered. Selfie zoom. Stop recording video. Face centered. 5 seconds. Face centered. Speech off. Hi guys, it's VI Life with Kelly. Happy Sunday. This is our Cook With Me series all October long. It's all about food. And this is your Asian cuisine that I've been promising you all. So stay tuned. We're starting off with the veggie fried rice. And in case you're looking for the ingredients, I did post on my Instagram yesterday all the things that I picked up from the grocery store, so you had a chance to be able to be ready once this video uploaded to Cook With Me. So let's get into it. If you're wondering about my glasses, guess what? These are Jessica Simpson's, guys. I got these out of Macy's Backstage. Let me try to take this thing off my lens. I just now realizing that I have that on. There it is. I took that off my lens. Let's see what happens. Okay, guys. Now y'all know I got 100% UV protection. But yeah, these are by Miss Lovely Jessica Simpson. If you're wondering what's on my lips, this is a plum by Gucci. And over top, the gloss balm is by none other than Fenty Cosmetics. So definitely check that out. I picked up the Gucci plum color from Sephora in Lenox Mall. It's also online, and so far I'm loving it. It has a great consistency, but it does glide on kind of like a moisturizing matte lipstick, and so that's why I put a little of the Fenty Glow Gloss Balm on top to kind of make it pop. So that's what I have on today. And then of course you guys know I have the April Cornell sunflower apron on, and I got this from TJ Maxx. It was $9.99. And then I have this black dress on that I got from Marshall's, and I did a Marshall's try on haul. It was for Buckhead Crossing, so if you're looking for more information, definitely check that out. Otherwise, let's get into it. I have over here my oven. It's preheating to 350 degrees because we're getting ready to warm up our not warm, but bake our steak and our sesame ginger flounder that we're going to be using for the egg rolls, and that'll be in the next video. This video is going to strictly be about the veggie fried rice and the prep, how I'm going to prep the meat and bake it. Just because my videos end up being super long, and I want to make sure that I get them up because I've been having issues with getting my content uploaded, guys. Some of my videos have not been making 100% upload. Speech on. Camera control. 3 minutes. Face centered. Stop recording video. Face centered. Speech off. Okay, guys. Perfect. So what we're going to be using. Okay. So this skillet here is what I'm going to be using. It's my stainless steel copper blend. It's about a 20-inch skillet here. Don't worry about this. This was breakfast. And I'm putting the heat on about a medium to high consistency. If you were having a stove top that has numbers, and let's say it went from 1 to 10, then the medium high would be like a number 7, something between a 5 and a 7, and medium low would be like between, you know, about a 4. Okay, but I have it on a medium high heat. I am using the sesame oil. I'm not going to use a lot, guys. I'm going to be using just enough to coat the bottom of the pan, and I'm done. Okay, guys. From there, I'm adding my garlic and herb seasoning that has the black pepper. I'm throwing that in, my sesame oil in the skillet. The skillet is very warm. It's been already warming while I was gathering. I put quite a bit. I'm putting some ground ginger in here next. I'm going to say that's about half a teaspoon. And then I'm going in with the garlic salt next. And I'm heavy-handed with the garlic salt. From there, I'm using some honey. Let me see. We're going to be using some honey. You're like, why are you putting honey in here? That's at least about 1 tablespoon. The reason why we're putting honey is because we are going to be putting some Brussels sprouts in our veggie fried rice. I know a lot of us love Brussels sprouts, and today, y'all, I wish y'all could smell over here. It smells so good. But I didn't want to toss my Brussels sprouts in right away. Let me see if I can find, you guys, I flipped over a jar of garlic. Let's see if my rubber spatula is over here. Yeah, it's here. I wanted to add my garlic to this. Let me see. I had a mini. I hate that I didn't. Oh yeah, I do find my mini. Okay guys, I found my mini spatula. So what I do, okay. Okay guys, so I got all my garlic. I pray I got all my garlic. Let's see, I'm even clearing the top of my lid because it had a little bit in there. Okay guys, let me drop this in the sink over here. Now, it's getting, start cooking over there really fast, which I don't mind sometimes, but I kind of mind right now because I wanted the onions in the skillet first before I drop my Brussels sprouts, but I need the pan to cool to buy me some time. So I'm gonna go on and add my Brussels sprouts now because I need it to cool down before stuff starts burning. So now, let me see, you guys know I usually like to use a fork for everything. So I'm putting my, I want my sesame oil, my garlic, my honey. I want it all to get a chance to cook together. So that's what's going on right now. I'm gonna drizzle a little bit more sesame oil in there. That's it, guys. Let me chop up my onion real fast. I'm using 1 whole yellow sweet onion as usual, guys. I've got my cutting board out. Okay, so it looks like my onion is good. Okay, you guys, I think my onions, guys, so I just added my entire onion, which I would have preferred to be throwing it in the skillet without the Brussels sprouts first. But I had to buy some time. This is what happens when you're not prepared, when you didn't prep. You let things get it. Okay guys, so now what's happening? My onion is down there. Let's turn this heat down. And get a frying pan for this rice. Because it is very much, everything's burning at the bottom. Let me see. It's gonna be good in a minute though. I usually use olive oil for my rice. I'm gonna put my peas in here. The next thing I'm gonna add are my peas, guys. But I like the Brussels sprouts to have kind of like a honey glaze taste. It tastes really good. Don't worry. It's gonna come out bomb. Okay. And then my peas out. Okay guys, I got my peas in there. I'm not really picky where I get my frozen vegetables. Let's see baby. So now oh, these peas are doing it. Bringing it together. This is my veggie fried rice, you guys. This is my, so this is actually a vegan dish, but what makes it vegetarian is if you're going to add eggs. Some people add eggs to their fried rice. I don't. If you're going to do eggs, then that's when it becomes a vegetarian dish. Okay. So that's that. Okay. Okay guys, so I'm getting ready to add the rice. So basically in my base for my veggie fried rice, all I'm using is onion, 1 yellow sweet onion. I use some minced garlic, maybe like I'm gonna say 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. I use sesame oil. I used a garlic herb pepper, a garlic salt, and some ground ginger. I use some honey from the state that I live in, and that was about a tablespoon of honey. I used 1 bag of frozen Brussels sprouts, and I used 1 bag of sweet peas, green peas, okay? That's it, guys. So now I'm getting ready to add I'm turning the heat back up a little bit. It's still on a medium heat. Okay, and now I'm getting ready to add my rice. What rice do I use? I use P.F. Chang's signature rice from the freezer. That's the rice that I like to use. It does have minced carrots already in here. It has some minced onion and it has some minced peas in here, but they're so small. You won't even tell. That's why I add my own vegetables. And I use both bags. One box comes with 2 bags of the signature rice. Now, P.F. Chang has several different ones. They have a jasmine rice. They do have their own fried rice, but I never buy it. So I cannot tell you what that tastes like. I cannot tell you what that cooks like. I don't buy it. I always buy the signature rice, and I build up my own rice, veggie fried rice from there. And it comes out wonderful every time. And it doesn't take long to cook. These 2 packages happen to not be frozen right now. So it's literally going to take about 3 minutes for this to be done. I could actually turn my heat down, because once I mix this rice through here, we're finished. We're absolutely finished. The oven is already warm and ready for me to do the steak and the sesame ginger flounder. So I'm getting ready to show you guys what that's looking like. So I'm just going to blend this rice in here. This is my veggie fried rice. Some people like to add water chestnuts. Some people like to do cauliflower with carrot, large pieces or chunks of carrots and onions. All of that is delicious. It works. You could do those mini carrots, little ears of corn. If you wanted to add that to your rice, you could. Of course, I told you guys some people like to scramble egg and toss that in with their rice. And you could literally, like, put your onion, you could put green onion in the egg, you put your seasoning in the egg, and then toss it in the skillet with the sesame oil and the rice, and just stir fry it together. And then add your vegetables once the egg has cooked with the rice. But I don't like eggs, guys. So whenever I order fried rice, if I go somewhere, I tell them without egg. So this is it, guys. My rice is done. My rice is done. I'll do a taste test and post it on Instagram. You'll see what this is looking like, the final result. This feeds comfortably about 4 people. Y'all can all have about 2 servings and it'll be done. Okay? So good. Hopefully y'all can see what that looks like pretty good. Well, pretty sure y'all can see. I'll tilt it a little bit. But if you can't, I'm going to definitely post a picture on Instagram for you to get a good view. Okay, so now I turn the heat off there. Y'all, that's great. Okay. Okay, so now okay guys, the rice is great. I'm looking forward to eating that. I turned the rice off. I don't want it overcooking. So let's just move that to where it's not still warm. Bring my tea kettle up. Alright, so let's pull out. Let me see how many minutes.
Speech on. 20 minutes. 21. Stop recording video. Face centered. 20. Centered. 20 minutes. 24 seconds. Face centered.
Okay,
Speech
guys,
off.
we're doing good. So let me pull out our steak and our flounder. So we're gonna do the same thing we did last time with the steak. This is the same 100% premium Angus beef sirloin steak from Target. It's the strips. It's the same that we used on Taco Tuesday. I mean, not Taco Tuesday, that we used last Sunday for our homemade gravy steak and smothered steak and rice dish. This is the same, but we're going to use these for our egg rolls today. So this is a week later. Okay. And then here's our bag of flounder. Wild caught flounder. We're going to do sesame ginger flavor with the flounder, okay? So let's go ahead on. I did a little vinegar wash. A heads up, you guys, for this 3.7 liter deep fryer that I showed you guys on Instagram, it takes like 75 ounces of oil to get it ready. So if I were you, I'd buy like two 51-ounce olive oil containers, because it takes, or at least one 50.88 ounce and a 25 plus ounce bottle. But it's gonna take about 102 ounces. I'm looking for my vinegar so I can get ready. I'll be right back. Let me get my vinegar, guys. Okay, guys, so I'm using the Bragg's apple cider vinegar to rinse the steak. And I'm glad I'm getting to do this again, because the video content of me doing it last week didn't make the upload. So at least you guys get to see now, like the packaging, as well as what it's gonna look like after I finish rinsing. So let me rinse. I only use about 1/4 of a cup. My sink is behind the camera, guys. Otherwise I would be showing y'all. But I only use about 1/4 of a cup. I'm not even gonna say 1/4. Yeah. I guess I'm gonna say 1/4 of a cup of vinegar, and I fill the rest of the container up with water. Because vinegar is very strong, and if you use too much vinegar, that's not good either. But I will say the vinegar makes the meat more tender. Oh, thank the Lord. Okay, guys, let me get a bottle of water. Let me get a bottle of water, because that's what I use. You guys, it's one music fest here this weekend in Atlanta. Let me see. It's been going on since yesterday. It's so many festivals been going on all weekend long. Y'all, this is a large amount. I just poured. Let me show you guys. Again, my sink is behind the camera. If you guys eat steak, I don't know. But I do make sure to incorporate everybody in my cooking. Vegetarians, vegans, pescatarians, carnivores. Okay, so let me show y'all. So, let me just show y'all really quickly what it looks like. What can I show y'all without making a mess? Anyway, I'm gonna show y'all. So this is what it looked like when I'm rinsing. So this is with the vinegar and the water, and I'm using the bottle of distilled water. So literally, I'm tossing it around in the water. In the vinegar water. I'm rinsing it all in the vinegar water. So now I'm done. So I'm gonna let everything drain out. And then I use half of the bottle of water to make the rinse. And then I use the other half to rinse all the vinegar thoroughly out. Okay. Okay, guys. So okay, guys. Alright, so now let's get our pan out. Some people think you need tons of seasonings to have your food taste like you want, but it's not true. If you ever watch the cooking channel, I'm gonna find my skillet, guys. If you guys ever watch the cooking channel, all the greats, they don't barely use anything. They all use about 2 to 3 seasonings every time. They may add some fresh herbs to the equation, but pretty much that's it, guys. Like every time, every single time, they use about 2 to 3 seasonings. And a lot of them only use salt and pepper. They'll use fresh salt and pepper, and they'll be done. And they'll be like, oh, it tastes so good. Have you ever noticed? Okay. I'm really considering, but I'm not going to do it. But I honestly was thinking about adding this sweet red chili sauce that I bought to the steak to bake with it, but I'm not going to do it this time. Even though I should. I'm strongly considering it, guys. But I don't think it's going to happen. Maybe so. Maybe just a little bit, right? Shouldn't we get like a little bit? I don't know. It just seems like it's a good idea. For the flavor. Just to kind of try something different, because the flounder is already going to have this trying not to do this because I feel like this is one of those things you want to taste it on the side first. But I don't think we could lose with this. I just don't see how we could lose. So I'm gonna go on. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. This is taking too long. This is annoying. This is one reason why you should have all this stuff done before you get on here. Alright, guys. That's settled. Okay, so now I'm about to bring my pan over to the steak because I don't want to bring all that over there. So I'm tossing my steak into this mixture I just made, and I'm gonna make sure it's all out. Okay, it's all out. And now I am literally moving the meat and you really could use a fork to do this. However you feel most comfortable to do it. But I am tossing all the meat in my seasoned sesame oil. And you can really smell the ginger. You can smell the herbs. You can smell that garlic. And don't forget I added a little honey. So I can literally, and you could have used a fork to do this, and you still can if you don't want to toss it around. Okay, guys? So literally, now y'all should see how that looks. Okay? Every last piece has been coated with the sesame oil seasoning, so this is gonna come out really good. I wanted to make sure every piece was coated. Sometimes you can get it done with a fork. You know, you guys are visual. A lot of you all are visual, so you can see that it's coating pretty well. Okay, so let me show y'all. So hopefully you can see in my pan here how that's looking. Right, so then I'm just gonna set this here, and I'm gonna rinse my hands. Okay, guys, so now I'm drying my hands off, and I am completely covering my pan with aluminum foil. Okay, guys, so it will be completely sealed. There will be no opening. And let's see what time it is. So okay. So I'm putting this in here. Once again, the oven is already hot. It's been preheated at 350 degrees. And did I show y'all? Did I just cover it and didn't show y'all? Let me show y'all real fast before it gets hot. It's completely sealed, y'all. Completely sealed. I'm just throwing it in here. Okay, so now we're gonna do our flounder. Let me get my pan for the flounder. Let's throw our trash away. Hold on, let me wash my hands for that. I'm actually gonna use a Clorox wipe. I have Keith wipes in the kitchen. I just keep a large container. I don't know if these are the Clorox or the Lysol ones. I just keep a large container. I get the Kroger brand, the Target brand, whatever's on sale. I'm going to wipe my counter over here off real quick. Okay, guys. Wipe that off real quick. When you're dealing with red meat, you want to be real cautious of fish and all that. Okay, guys. So, let's get my next pan out here. Let me find it. Where is my pan? I just washed my hands again. Okay, here's my other pan. This is my stainless steel. You could call this a casserole pan. I call them lasagna pans. And I'm going to be doing my flounder now. I got this from Target. I think this is the Good and Gather brand. If you want more information, just check out my IGTV video from yesterday, and it will show you. So I'm adding sesame oil is what we're cooking with today, you guys. I've put enough to coat the bottom of the pan. Ooh, guys, hold on. We're using ginger. Oh, you know what? I wonder did I do that last time. Did y'all see me? Oh, wow. Y'all, this is really flying out. Okay, let's put that back. That flew all across my hand. Let me see. Some of you guys are wondering, like, how do I do this? I'm just constantly checking the boundaries. Like, I can feel here, this is the boundary of my pan. I know it's a square lasagna pan, so I just stay within a square. I just stay within a circle. And it works out, guys. Okay, so I'm finished with that. I kind of want to put some honey in this one too. So I'm going to go on and add a little honey. If I had molasses, I would add molasses and it will come out bomb. You'll be surprised. Molasses is delicious and it's good for you. If you're a person that really struggles with like diabetes, high blood pressure, or even constipation, stop using artificial sweeteners or even like white sugar, even brown sugar, and start using honey, molasses, even 100% maple syrup for your sweetener. You only need like so little. Like if you use 100% maple syrup, like I use that for my peach cobbler, you only need 1 teaspoon versus 5 cups of sugar, I think is in the average peach cobbler recipe. Y'all, and it tastes like the same intensity. It's so good. Okay, I just added that to my oil. Hopefully you guys could see it. Otherwise, I'm going to definitely take pictures and put them on IG. Alright, let's wash our fish over here. Let me find out. Let me find out what's happening with the fish over here. I know I put my fish somewhere. Oh, here it is. Alright, guys. Girl, guys. No Limit Masterpiece supposed to be here next Saturday. Let me see something. So there are lots of pieces of flounder in here, guys. I'm not gonna use this much. I think I'm gonna use 2. There is probably like 10 slices of flounder in here. And I don't really need that much. I probably need like 3 fillets. So you know what, guys? Hello? Are you in the video? Pumpkin is here, guys. Isn't she cute? She gets a little video every now and then. Anyways, guys, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't need 5 fillets of flounder in order to get this meal done. So we're gonna use 3. We're gonna use 3 fillets. That's enough. That's gonna make a lot of egg rolls. We could use 4. I'm just gonna use 4, but I really only want to use 3, honestly. Is there something you want me to try to grab for you? Okay, guys, make sure to get your graters ready, because the next video is going to be us putting together our egg roll mix. So now that we have our fillets, let me cut the tops of them, of all of them. And then I'll just slide them. Yeah, let me cut the tops of all of them and slide them here after I rinse them, okay? So let's come over here. I'll come right back. Let me turn this on. If you guys are using flounder, you can also use whiting, you can use perch, you can use red snapper. You can use a lot of different fish, honestly. So this is my pescatarian option. Those of you all who say I'm just eating what comes out the ocean. And then here it is. Okay. These are some nice flounder fillets too, by the way. Some very nice flounder fillets. I'll spread those out nicely. It's a spot on here that has a lot of seasoning, you guys. That's a lot of seasoning. Hopefully, I hope these are not seasoned too well. Like where it's salty. I'm probably gonna go light. Okay, guys. So let me wash my hands real quick. This video is almost over. Once I put these flounder fillets in the oven, I'm gonna check the time. We're gonna let the fillets bake for about half an hour. That's one reason why we put the steak in first, because I want the steak to bake for about 45 minutes. So I wanted it to have a 15-minute head start. Here are the flounder fillets. They're in their seasoning. Hopefully y'all can see them. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm gonna cover this one up. And you have to be careful when you have these raised handles on your pan, because you can and you will burn yourself. Alright guys, so guys. Sundays is for family and good food. Sundays are for family and good food. Okay, guys. Ooh, it's smelling good in here. Now, let's see what time it is, y'all. Okay. Y'all, the Millennium Tour is going on.
Speech on. 46 minutes, 31 seconds.
All right.
Camera control status.
So,
Near right edge. Face centered. Stop recording video. Button. Actions available. Stop recording video. Face centered. Speech off.
we always know when it's time to end the video because Charles starts going in. You all don't know who my Charles is. He's my spaniel and he wants to cook with us. I'll see you guys in the next video. I've got the flounder baking. I've got the steak baking. We just did our veggie fried rice. That's what we started with. And I'll make sure to post a picture of our vegan fried rice on my IG. Follow me on IG, Twitter at VI Life with Kelly, and see you in the next upload.
Speech on. Stop recording video. Button.